start is called on Keith Newell, who is lined up in tight end tonight, so he is eligible. Seventh-year player out of Delaware State. A strong performer, both when they go to the running game in tight here, which they were about to do, and in pass pro.
I'll tell you, Grant, one of the things that seems so awkward about this first series for both teams is that both these teams are used to intensity between the two. You sometimes get a little, you get your heads over your feet sometimes. Got to be able to calm down and just play your game.
Darius Prince, full head of
Into this game, that these guys all know each other.
Joe Powell is up, and it looks like he is fine. Twice he's had little injury scares early on here, where he was slow to get up. He'll come off the field. With that touchdown and the game now tied, the Soul can put what was a, frankly, when you play that out of sync and you ultimately get to the end zone anyway. Spencer's extra point is blocked. We have exchanged block extra points, and it was massive nose guard Justin Lawrence bursting through the line of scrimmage to keep the game tied. We've got 2:30 to go in what has been a zany opening frame. Rodabon, Philadelphia, evening things up. Yards for more points. Brandon Tompkins is in the game at the bottom of the formation. He will be getting a full head of steam. Shane Boyd looking, pumping, now throwing way downfield. A great adjustment made, but a dropped pass by Brandon Collins.
Brandon Collins wants that one back. If you can think back to last year, Brandon Collins ended up making himself viral by catching a great pass over the wall. Come down with that pass. Shane Boyd put that one on a line right there to him. That's what you love about Tompkins, that athleticism, the ability to pretty much pinpoint the ball, know where you are on the field, and protect yourself as you come down. That's what it's about.
He did that there. 3 catches, 24 yards in the early going for Tompkins, who has been the go-to threat for the Brigade over the first 5 quarters of this season. Shane Boyd's operating from just 4 yards from points. Quick strike, back in the end zone, looking for Hills, incomplete, double team. Romaine and Jones. You know when Baltimore gets near the end zone, yes, Joe Hills is the target.
Look, here's the deal with Joe Hills. If you don't put 2 people on him, he's going to punish you. And as far as Philadelphia is concerned, in this streak that he's had, catching those 41 touchdowns, 41 of them, have come against Philadelphia. He scored most of those touchdowns in that 94 streak against Philadelphia. That's the thing about it.
How about that sound in the back of the end zone?
Contact.
Hills is again the target. Now Boyd will look away from him. He's going to throw other side, pinned up against the wall. Was Williams. Looked like Williams was shoved up against the wall. He wants a call, so does Shane Boyd. They're not getting it. It's going to be 3rd down.
Man, I got to see this again because for some reason I feel there was a little too much contact. You'll see it at the top of your screen. These 2 are locked up in a bit of a scrum and already on their knees by the time the ball gets there. How did that not get called?
I don't know how that's legal. Dwayne Hollis is grabbing him right around the chest and just kind of uses the wall as his friend, and that's perfectly okay.
Right, use the wall, but I mean, you still have to allow the receiver an opportunity to catch the pass.
3rd and goal now for Baltimore, and it makes it a little harder to hand this thing to Rory Nixon, who rushed for 2 touchdowns. He's in the deeper drop for Boyd. He waits. Now he's going to keep the football, and he's going to be dropped. tackle made by number 97, Spencer Myers, who went to college in Maryland and is playing in front of some hometown fans here.
Great job for Spencer Myers getting a hold of the quarterback and bringing him down to the ground. And you can see coming through the middle, you're going to see Roy Dixon take on Metz. And that's what actually created the opportunity to push Shane out of the pocket. Myers able to come around the edge and secure the sack.
First
Big
sack
play.
of the season. Loss of 1. Boyd gets the call from Omar Smith, who's done such a strong job turning this Baltimore team into a championship contender. They got to the AFL title game last year in their second season in existence. Shane Boyd got his left foot behind his right as he gets to work. Looking, planting, incomplete. He threw a dart to hit Collins in the face mask. And Brandon Collins is not having a great start to this game.
He is not. If you're a football film fan, remember necessary roughness, man? You throw the ball, you almost have to put it in his face mask. I know they want that one back. We're still tied up 6-6 in Baltimore. We got more coming for you on AFL Friday. Let's go.
I talked to you before the game, and you guys are adjusting to the field with the rounded edges through one quarter. What have you seen from the offense?
Right now, closer we
I'm
get
gonna
to
take
the
2
goal
Uggs and I'm gonna
so
see
us being around the 10-yard line on that play that we scored was advantageous for us at the time.
Coach, appreciate it. Grant West will have to keep an eye on that through the rest of the game.
And the Soul will have to keep an eye on any matchup Darius Prince is involved in, because he's had the upper hand so far as he makes the first catch of a new drive. Picks up about 7.
Good tackle by nice partner on there, Parents. He's giving up a few inches in size and weight. But here's the thing about it. Darius Prince is one of their premier targets. This is the team that has what we call the Darius brothers, whether it's Darius Prince or Darius Reynolds. Reynolds not playing in the game today, but you still have Prince, and both of them can make you pay anytime they get involved.
2nd and 3 now for Philadelphia. They got a chance to take their first lead of the night. Rodabaugh wants to slice the field in half, and incomplete. That ball spun right toward the laptops on Media Row.
Up close and personal, that's what the AFL game is all about. Anybody can get it, fans and media alike. Again, looking at Prince walking right there, you can see lower body strength, got the gloves on, ready to catch the ball. Just got to make sure that you can't get him too close to the wall. He will make you pay.
3rd down coming up. He sold 1 for 2, moving the sticks on 3rd down so far in the game. I don't recall you and I doing a game together over the last 3 years where we've only had 12 points through 14 and a half minutes. But here we are. This is Prince. He will get the first down. He'll keep running and eventually be shoved out. They're going to mark him about the 18.
Should be at the end of that play there. Why? Because Gooseby, his old teammate right there. And you see Gooseby and Prince having a little fun after the play. Rodabaugh getting the call from Coach Dozo. And again, is Prince against the wall? He's such a big target. There's no reason not to get him the ball. Get the first down, 4 new downs, and go ahead and make a play.
A part of this for Philadelphia could be, you mentioned Darius Reynolds is out, hurt his knee last week. Aaron Washa, who made the first reception of the game, first down of the game for Philadelphia, is back in. He was out last week. So they're just not maybe quite in complete rhythm. 1 game, about a dozen practices. They're still getting into the flow in the early season. Speaking of which, we got a flag. Looked like Neil Tivis, big number 77, started early.
Ball start, offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Went Dolezal.
Know why he jumped right.
I don't.
He's got big Robert Hayes in front of him. Remember, Hayes had to take an early exit in the game against the Valor, looking to try to get some of those lost minutes back in this matchup. You'll see him right there on the left side. Hayes is a force to be reckoned with. Anytime you can get an early jump on him, Neil Tivis is going to take it if he can.
All 4 of the penalties in the game to this point have been on the Soul.
That's going to be a conversation piece at halftime.
1st and longer now for Rodabaugh, and a screen that's dangerous. Up into the air and off the hands of Outlaw. That ball fell to safety.
It did, because the guy who made the play on the ball was the guy who left the field a little bit earlier. Joe Powell, back on his feet, full health, making some plays for his defense. That's what Coach Smith tells you to do. You attack the ball no matter where it is, no matter who gets their hands on it. Joe Powell there to make a play. Lonnie Outlaw just couldn't come down with it. That's 2 that Outlaw has had in his hands, in his face, unable to bring down in the face of contact.
Tip of the cap to our crew here on the AFL Friday broadcast. We started the show talking about Powell and Romaine, and they've both been huge. This is a big game. Rodabaugh, Washa, first down. into Baltimore territory at the 20.
I think they're starting to settle down a little bit. You're always going to have a couple missed passes along the way. But now you're starting to see these guys calm down, get to their spot on a simple go route, choice route, just turn around, look for the ball. There it is, right across the middle. Boom. Good use of the hands. Victorian, obviously knowing he's going up against a little bit of a bigger receiver, able to wrap him up and bring him down to the ground. You can always check Victorian with those highlighter shoes he has on.
Good looking. Looks like tennis balls.
Yes, sir.
17-yard gain. Both of the two drives, when things have gotten sideways for the Soul, they've gone to Washa. He played his college ball, as you see there at Michigan State. He's been in the league just for these last couple of weeks now, trying to make plays. Rodaball pumped with his shoulders, throws it, and is nearly picked off by Powell. Would have been his third 2 games.
Joe Powell wants that one back. Oh my gosh, you hear the adage. If he can catch, he'd play receiver. He's such an athlete. They can just make you wonder, like, oh my gosh, how does he not come down with this? I know Rodaball wants this pass back. Gave a good pump fake, tried to move him out of the position. Powell just is right there on the spot. Whenever the ball is in the secondary, look for Powell to be there.
So you played the receiver position.
Yes,
Let me
sir.
ask you, Wes.
Was actually one
That touchdown shoved into the wall as he caught his first score of the season.
Good reception for Wash, and I'm glad he's up on his feet. And I mean that. Great reception. And of course, you talk about getting pushed into the back of the wall, in the back of that end zone. Crucial catch, way to stay focused on the ball. That's, I think, his third reception in this series right now. And you can see his head right there bouncing into that court furniture sign. Glad he's able to stand tall on that. Don't want anybody hurt.
Extra points have been a story earlier tonight. Both teams missed their first attempt. This time, Spencer misses again. Left upright. A combined 0 for 3 in point after tries. And we've got a 12-6 score as a result. The Soul are on the road. They got to feel good about being in the lead. Both teams have some things to clean up. 4:40 to play in this.
I just keep my eye on the ball and catch it. Dan threw me to a safe spot and touchdown.
A lot of coverage in that first quarter on Dan. How did he adjust and get back in the second quarter?
You said on Dan?
On Dan, yeah.
Hey, Dan's a vet. He knows what to do in every situation, so we're just out there playing catch.
Thanks, Aaron. Grant?
Aaron is going to have to get back out onto the field, so you better let him go because the Philadelphia Soul just converted an onside kick. And with a little over 4 minutes to go in the half, as you see the look from Spencer making up for that missed extra point. Great job to basically rob Powell of the football there.
I mean, that's just taking it from right there. George Jones playing on defense half the time of the secondary. You got him on kickoff coverage. What's the old statement there? Johnny on the spot, keeping his eye on it, concentrate, bring the ball down. They might have to use him on the other side if they get a chance.
Torres Jones on the spot, chalk one up for Dolezal. He just saw very happy with the result. So here's Rodaball right back to work now. Slings one out to the wall, dropped, incomplete. Intended target there was Lonnie Outlaw.
If you didn't know Dan Rodaball's got an arm, welcome to the show. Joe Powell's out there in coverage. You can see he just pulled up from center and threw a rope straight at the bench for Baltimore.
Touchdown drive was a 9-play, 46-yard march that took 6:36 off the clock, leading to that 10-yard pass to Washington. 2nd and 10 now for the Soul. We have had a major storyline develop on special teams with 3 missed extra points, and now the Brigade failing to control a kickoff attempt. Rodaball's pass is to Prince. He will run right into the Walmart sign, and short of midfield will set up a 3rd.
Prince running what we call an old hoop formation, hoop run route. Basically curl back around the formation, find himself up, pump fakes in the middle, and runs an out route. Great job, way to get separation.
You mentioned Rodaball's arm strength. He just showed it off there. That was a dart.
I'm telling you, man, you have to respect the guy who's able to stand under center with all this pressure, and he throws on the spot every single time that he can. With power or finesse, he's going to get it there.
He's heated up after a slow start. 10 for 18 now from under center. This is a toss to Ferns. He's looking for a couple. He'll get it. He'll stay on his feet. Still rumbling, and the ball came out at the end of the play. That's going to be Brigade football on the takeaway. And who else would it be other than that secondary playmaker, Joe Powell?
Joe Powell against Adrian Ferns. Joe Powell does exactly what you're supposed to do when you see a guy this size get the ball on the edge. And you'll see him coming around rumbling, showing some agility, but Powell comes in right here, drops that shoulder, separate the man from the ball. That's how you draw it up.
Take the ELL off his name on that one. That was Powell. He drills him, and you can tell Ferns was off balance. He was kind of leaning, and he took a big shot to the shoulder right on the football. That was textbook. Powell has overcome 2 injury scares in this game. And for the 3rd time in less than 2 games, he's already got a takeaway tonight. Boyd's first pass of the drive is caught by Tompkins. He'll dance and then be stood up at the 23. Wes, how huge was that? The Brigade were down by 6 and had just failed on that kickoff to get the ball back. They could have fallen behind by 2 touchdowns.
That's exactly the play that they needed to make sure this game didn't get out of hand. Typically in an AFL game, you're going to have a lot of high score. This one's real close. Both teams trying to find and exploit any weakness they can. Joe Powell makes the momentum-changing play. Big hit. Gets everybody locked back in this game. And now the Brigade's smart, wise. Take the simple yards they give you. Use the clock to your advantage. Remember, last possession is typically going to win in AFL.
2nd and 5. They might try to take the air out of the ball here for a minute or so. Another short pass. This one's dangerous. And it'll go about 8 rows deep. And somebody from just outside of Baltimore has taken that one home. The closest player to that football was actually Torres Jones, the DB, who had the play on the onside kick just a few minutes ago.
Everybody getting involved, fans included. Joe Powell over there talking to the rest of his teammates, saying, hey, if I did it now, offense, all you got to do is deliver us some points here at home. The first half has been kind of crazy. A lot of wild football happening, but again, Baltimore trying to make sure they protect home turf. Get on the board real quick.
Boyd didn't quite spin that one like he would have liked, so we'll try to here. This is in stride, beautiful throw and catch. Milton Williams has a first down to the Philadelphia 19.
I love the route progression on that play right there. You had Collins in front, clearing space. Williams run a slam on the backside of that. That was a beautiful pass right there. Great job of Shane Boyd getting it out to his receiver.
May have been Boyd's best throw of the night. It was on the money. Boyd at midfield will throw again. He's looking at the goal line. Tompkins has the ball bouncing around, plays it off the wall, and now he gives it to a fan because he just tied the game. Tompkins playing a little popcorn in the end zone. The Brigade are back even with 12 seconds to go in the half on a 19-yard hookup.
It starts off with a simple choice route over the top. Tompkins turns it away from AFL football into a hot potato against the wall. How many times can you see a ball bounce around like that? Next thing you know, it's 6 for the home team. Great job, great concentration by Tompkins.
And for the 2nd time in as many weeks, the Brigade are going to have a chance potentially to go into halftime with the lead after not playing their best football for a couple of quarters, which would bode really well for Omar Smith's bunch. Murray Nixon is the signal caller, and he says we're ready to go, and this extra point is missed. This is absolutely unbelievable. Now, there is a penalty flag thrown, and it looks like the holder, Shane Morris, got destroyed. And they will actually call a penalty. Looks like the refs didn't turn on his mic there, so we'll check. But my guess is that they're assessing this penalty for the contact on that extra point.
Personal foul, roughing the holder, defense. The penalty is half the distance to the goal line. We'll replay the extra point.
Darius Rosser is who you're going to see on this penalty. This isn't fun. He weighs 270 pounds, and with a full head of steam, an unsuspecting Morris just got nailed.
Yeah, he came down on that leg right there. You can't have contact with a man who's unable to defend himself in that kneeling position. Good call by the ref to make that. Now it's up to Baltimore to convert.
Brandon Brown is 0 for 2. Officially is missed. It's only the night after that one got wiped out. This is going to be a direct snap to Nixon. He's going to plunge into the end zone. Philadelphia says that Baltimore moved. They're not going to get the call. The two-point conversion is good, and the Brigade take a 14-12 lead, so they just decided there, Wes, the heck with this kicking thing.
It's so funny that I was thinking to myself when it came back to the line, he said half the yard. I'm like, are they going to give it to Rory Nixon? You have to. He's a big guy. Put him in front and let him put some points on the board.
Can the Soul answer with these 12 seconds to play with? The Brigade lead on a two-point conversion. Here it was. You said Rory Nixon was your sleeper for DraftKings tonight. Well, he just got you a couple points.
I'll take that any day I can. Big 2-3 always delivers.
Brown's kick is high and short again. So it'll be fielded deep in the end zone and brought out up to the 9 angle toward the 10. What a hit! Absolutely clobbered at the gun by Rodney Austin. And how about Jordan Williams returning that? He will regret it in the morning.
Grant, I don't know if I'm old enough to see plays like that. Austin just came in here late hat and cleared out the entire countryside with that hit, trying to send his team in over the half.
Left on it. Philadelphia is using their third and final timeout.
So will use a timeout they can't take with them so that they can get one play off. Rodaball is going to have to try to gun a ball toward the end zone. That hit, man, the firmest we've seen of the night, will end up on the end-of-year montage showing off the physicality of this sport in the tight quarters indoors.
Absolutely. That's one of the things. If you're sitting alongside that wall on that hit, that's exactly what you paid for to come and see in AFL. On AFL Friday, big hits is what it's all about. Big plays, big hits, big fun, family environment, football inside. Doesn't get any better than that.
To see a man the size of Jordan Williams, was down on the field before the game, an impressive specimen, about 6'2" and 195 out of Edinburgh State, 24 years old. To see him hit and his whole body go into the air like that.
It was just,
That was something. So there are 2 seconds left in the half. Soul with the football down 14-12. Before Prince gets going, another timeout's going to be. And we've got dueling TOs because this time the Brigade, I think they're West, they want to look at the formation.
Yeah, absolutely.
See what
your personnel
Dolezel's drawn up, and then now what do they do as an adjustment?
Now, pretty much, it's a little game of cat and mouse on this one. I'm going to tell you right now, with 2 seconds left, you have one of two options. Either you just go ahead and run a simple underneath route, run the clock out, go into the half, or you see if you can catch the defense sleeping, take a shot at the end zone. Hopefully, you got to get some momentum.
I will remind our viewers, however you're joining us tonight, our friends at ESPN3 making it possible, of course, NBC Washington. The net is live, the net is playable. You've seen the past game sequences over the last couple of years where it's dropped the ball basically off the net as if it were a kick. See what Ruffalo has up his feet. This is actually a very short throw. Gun will sound, the play is live, and the tackle will be made short of 20. So it will be halftime here in Baltimore, and the Brigade will go into intermission, leading 14-12. Neither team played a game. Both have to feel okay right now.
They should. I mean, the game's not out of hand either way it goes. Obviously, both offenses weren't able to get clicking as fast as they'd like to, and defense really didn't make too many, game-ending mistakes. So they did a good job so far.
Let's go down to the field. Megan McPeak has head coach Omar Smith of the Brigade.
Thanks, Grant. Coach, two-point conversion. What did you do mindset-wise to go for that instead of kicking the field goal?
We needed to get some juice. We needed something to happen for us positive. Sideline's kind of dead. weren't good in the red zone offensively. Lost a little momentum, so we needed something to kind of get us going.
Philadelphia coming into here, they're not used to the rounded end zones. They said that that was going to be an adjustment they have to make defensively in the second half. How do you take advantage of that?
Well, we got to come out and be much better offensively in the red zone. It is tough to score regardless who has the ball with the rounded end zones. They've been in this building quite a few times, so it's a challenge for either offense.
Rodaba, you've got some good coverage on him, but he still managed to get the ball out. What do you need to do to stop him?
Yeah, hopefully we can get the pass rush going. He's a very great quarterback. He doesn't make very many mistakes. We dropped a couple interceptions, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We got to regroup in the second half.
Good luck in the second half, Coach. Grant?
Turnovers have certainly been a key, those that were turned in defensively, and the opportunities left on the field that Coach Smith just talked about. 14-12 Brigade, matchup of unbeatens here at Royal Farms Arena. Our halftime show comes your way next, and then we got 2 quarters to decide tonight's matchup from Charm City.
What will tomorrow bring? From the moment you got the idea for your business?
Nelson dropping. He's hit. He throws the football. They're going to rule that this is live for the moment. Victorian is rumbling in the end zone.
And will fetch the back linebacker, gets some pressure, and still Hibbert gets it off for a touchdown.
Columbus will get a first down. Stacked up and driven back. Aaron Tiller's out with a ton of pressure. Ball's loose. Football. Durante hold and throws it. The ball is still alive. That route does not get up into Romaine enough.
The Soul defense not only forces a turnover, but gets a score out of it. James Romaine with the big play of the day.
Your look at your week 2.
How often do you get blocked extra points? But then you see Washington come in, find a safe spot in the corner, able to make the reception, helping Philly get there on the side, creating a turnover, getting some momentum for his team, putting him in scoring position. As you can see, Shane Boyd put the cap on that one right there. Little hot potato in the corner with Tompkins. And now here you are with the Brigade up 14-12 on the home field against Philly.
The Brigade defensively really buckling down in that second quarter. The Soul had scored on their first 2 possessions to get their 12 points with those extra points missed, as you mentioned. But they are scoreless on their last 2 chances with the football, including the fumble that we just saw.
The Brigade are definitely going to come out aggressive as they have been. But I want to go back to what Megan found with Coach Zoll's on. He was talking about the receivers and everything for Philadelphia. They're open, but they're not playing catch. That's one of the things in a part of the QB and quarterback and receiver relationship is if I get it to you, you've got to see it, catch it, and tuck it. And I guarantee you that's one of the things that Philly's going to focus on in the second half. Seeing as they get the ball right now, they've got to put some extra points and try to separate from Baltimore.
2 points separating a couple of teams that played a 1-point game a year ago. Always tight. This is Jordan Williams. Good cut. Takes a big hit at the 11, and that is where Rodaba and Philadelphia will start their first drive of this third quarter.
At the end of the first half, Rodney Austin made a huge hit that had us all going woo as it's supposed to. And I think that inspired some other guys on his team. Royce LaFrance just comes in as the second guy on that kickoff return and drops the shoulder as well.
Yeah.
His week 1 performance. Got going in that second quarter with a little more rhythm. See if he can carry it over after halftime. This is a deep 7-step drop and a deeper throw, and Prince has a touchdown to start the third quarter. In coverage was Nias Martin in man, and it didn't work. 44 yards, and just like that, the Soul have an 18-14 lead a minute into the third.
What did I tell you? Pitch and catch. Rodamon did his job. Drops back, and like you said, 3 steps and put some air under it. Let Darius Prince just come across the formation on a simple post route, finds the corner of the end zone, sees the ball, brings it in. Quick 6. That's how it happens in the AFL.
Tolazell just told Megan, our guys are open, we're just not playing catch.
Yep.
They did there. Spencer will get a reprieve here. This is actually a 2-point conversion, and it will be good. So, just like Baltimore did after its last touchdown, Philadelphia electing for some trickeration on teams. And it's B.J. Bunn, the receiver turn holder, who gives the Soul the 20-14 lead. We're just getting going in the third quarter. We're already off to a frenzied start.
There, we were backed up enough. We didn't have to get it all the way back there in the corner earlier. We hit Aaron on a post route, and he flattened it off. But they're a defensive team that you know, when you have rounded end zone, it's more of a to the defensive advantage. So we just got to hit it in the right spot.
Thanks, Dan. Brett?
Thank you, Megan. Dan Rodabaugh. First pass, 44 yards and a touchdown. Third quarter, beginning the way he wanted. Chance for Shane Boyd in Baltimore to answer now. Boyd in year 7 out of Kentucky 8. Lexington, Kentucky native, playing in his 19th game with the Brigade. Last week, 6 touchdowns and no picks, couple of scores. Interception-free first half he's looking to build on. Boyd quickly across the formation, up against the wall. Good tackle made. Collin for just 2 yards, and that's because of the open field stop.
Well, the thing about that was a simple little fake action that Shane Boyd was trying to do, looking to the right side of the formation, trying to see if he can get Tompkins to draw the defense to one side away from Landon Collins. Just a great wrap-up right there from my man, Lenroy Naismith. I've been waiting to call his name all day.
Collins and Dwayne Hollis after the play were jawing for an extended period of time, had to eventually be pulled back to their respective huddles. Boyd wants to go downfield. Milton Williams spinning into the end zone on the ground. And just like that, the shootout is on. You score from 44 yards, will score from 43. Back even, 20-20 for the Brigade.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That's the mantra here in Baltimore. Great job of Shane Boyd. You'll see him take a little pressure up front. He knows on that back step, let it fly. Let his receiver do the job. Milton Williams staring off into the lights, do a little stop, drop, and roll action across the goal line. If they don't touch you, it's 6 points.
Williams was all alone. 2 catches for 30 yards in the first half, and he just surpassed that total with that route and reception. Now for that all-important extra point. We'll actually get an attempt here, and it will be good for the first time tonight from Brandon Brown. Baltimore's at home and up a point. 21-20, our new score. 10:58 remaining in the third quarter. Milton Williams. Brigade up 21-20. We've been busy already in this third quarter. Milton Williams, a home run, and it came answering the long ball that was scored moments before that. Rodabaugh to Prince.
I told you, Grant, first quarter was a little bit light on the scoring. Third quarter was my mark. Haven't let me down so far.
So far, you've been happy. Brown will be happy with his kick off the net, botched into the back of the end zone by Bunn. He lowered his shoulder, just dropped Collins.
You didn't pull up, Colin.
Touchback.
I call that self-defense in the end zone like that. Guys coming at you full speed, you got to put a little shoulder action to them, let them know, hey, I'm not just going to lay down for you.
Wes, you played NBA Jam growing up, right? You play NBA Jam, you take the trio from whatever team you love, they fill it up from the outside.
Yeah.
We're not on he's on fire territory yet for Rodabaugh, but
He's warming up.
he's heating up.
I tell you, that game is classic, and it'd be cool if they could do an arena football version
I
of
would
it.
love it.
I would play that all day long.
Closest thing we got is our DraftKings lineup, where you
That's
get
right.
to pick and choose the big scorers from around the league. The aforementioned Rodabaugh. Downfield again, he just drew a flag. Clear holding penalty. It's going to be assessed to Josh Victoria.
Josh
Defensive
Victoria.
pass interference, number 7. Automatic first down.
Josh Victoria, coached by Omar Smith. He knows the rules of a DB. I'll take the yards instead of the points, by all means. Live to fight another day.
Do you think that may have been a touchdown if not for the PI here?
Based upon the placement of look at the separation that you have right there. I mean, yes, that's 6, regardless of which. He was able to still get, Outlaw had the 2 or 3 extra steps on him with him.
And on that shot on our replay, the flag was already almost at the player.
Right.
So he had been holding most of the way down the field.
And still got 2 yards separation.
So that penalty makes it Soul football at their own 15. Five-step drop for Rodabaugh. Middle of the field, wide open, caught, touchdown. Second in the game for Aaron Washa. And the second-year player has the zone back on the board. We've got a seesaw back.
That is a textbook choice route if you have ever seen one in your life. Victorian guessed, and he guessed wrong. Look at this. Rodabaugh drops back. You'll see him come into your screen. By the time the ball comes down, it's too late. Watch is wide open. He's going to run all out in the parking lot if he wanted to.
We've had wide open receivers for both teams in the secondary the entire quarter.
Third quarter, brother. I told you, man, it's when things are going to open up. These two teams know how to play good football.
High snap. Great hold by Bunn. Extra point by Spencer is good. Highlight that hold by Bunn because that really could have and should have probably not gotten down.
Oh yeah, no, that was not how you draw it up over there. Pulling the miracle.
The Soul with a 6-point advantage, 27-21 at the 8:48 marker in this third quarter. Rodabaugh now has 4 touchdowns to go along with 191 passing. And right here, Washa, this is an easy pitch and catch. Is that all day?
That's the man between these two teams. Looks like Rocky 3 out here. They're scoring haymakers at each other back to back.
Didn't see
Who's
what
going to give up
I'm
first? Who's going to tap out?
Is there anything that's in the back?
These quarterbacks like
AFP
throwing the ball.
What?
AFP and
And secondaries on both ends that want to take the ball to the house.
Who's Rocky?
That's a good question. Now, obviously, we're playing a Philadelphia team. They're going to lean their way. I don't know who's Clover Lang. It just depends. And are we talking the first half of the movie? Second half? First fight, second fight?
We might have to wait and find out, but we don't need to find out. Megan's got us here with Washington.
Aaron, your second touchdown of the game. What did you see that you got wide open?
Yeah, I mean, it was a choice route. You know, had him on an angle, straightened him up, and he made the decision for me. He bailed out, so I took the ball.
At any point, did you think or were you surprised that you were that wide open?
I mean, yeah, but I'm ready for the ball at the same time.
Grin, Wes.
Thank you, Megan. Some honesty from Washington there.
Tell you, man, those choice routes will do it to you, brother.
Here's Tompkins. He's got one choice. Wait for the football, and he won't get to return this one. Tompkins, if you do get to watch him tonight, worth the price of admission. When he is returning kicks, he has made 6 All-Arena teams in 4 seasons because twice he's been an All-Arena wide receiver and kick returner. No one else has ever done that.
So basically, we're watching history in the flesh in real time. That's what you got. That's what you're telling me, right, Grant? This guy's special.
He is, but give Philadelphia credit for the problems they've had on teams tonight. They have made him a non-factor. They really haven't given him a chance to break anything.
Well, that's one of the advantages of strong leg kicker, putting it through the net. If you can get precision, put it through the net, neutralize the return, then you force their offense to have to walk the entirety of the field.
Shane Boyd, Baltimore quarterback, donning that white-on-white he likes at home. Rory Nixon is fullback to his right. Boyd's quick throw is caught. Tompkins spins out of a tackle and picks up an extra yard to the 11.
Tompkins reminds me of like a little Marvin Harrison action right there. Small guy inside, working the numbers. See if the contact gets low. Now you got second down. Trying to create a little momentum here. That's what Baltimore has to do. Remember, this is just a 1-touchdown game going back and forth. Anything can happen on this play.
Lenroy Nate Smith.
Oh my God.
6'3", 220, the rookie, American international, is a 34-year-old defender. Doesn't move like it does. Rookie to this league at 34 this year.
Man, he plays good.
Put some more time in.
Second and 4 for the Brigade.
Oh, Jesus.
Motion here. Boyd's under pressure. Lob downfield. Collins waiting for it. And he short-armed it. That was a tough hookup, but Boyd can't throw a better pass there. He got drilled. He threw that pass way early in anticipation. And he almost threw a perfect rainbow.
That's the benefit of having one-on-one coverage. It's automatically a 50-50 ball. If you can get it out of your hands, try to get your receiver open. You can't blame Collins for not making the pass. It's a good defense by Dwayne Hollis in the secondary for Philadelphia. Able to stay with the receiver without getting him. Helps his defense out. Now you force the Brigade into a third down. Here's the thing, though. If you're the Brigade, you got Rory Nixon on the field now. Do you try to catch your sleeper, get the first down using the fullback? Maybe it got the Tompkins in the flat. Who knows?
Well, every third down territory without punts in this league. So if you don't get it, you'd have fourth. Things to pass, but they'll have a longer to go on fourth down.
74. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Wilson Bell, rookie from Auburn, who actually won a national championship at Florida State in 2013, called for that penalty. That's a nice resume in the AFL. Auburn by way of FSU, and I played in the title game.
Hey, I'm just saying, that sounds like winning pedigree to me. That's what I was talking about earlier, about some of the HBCU guys. You got some of the SEC all over the field, Big Ten guys. There's a lot of great competition going on here in the AFL.
If you're wondering why you'll often see an offensive lineman raise his hand, Jeremiah Warren just did there, he's telling the referee he's the tight end and he's eligible. Voigt from his own goal line. A long pass to the end zone off the fingertips of Tompkins, goal line to goal line.
If Tompkins had 3 more inches on his hands, that would have been 6 for the Brigade. It's so crazy because you think, where's Joe Hills? Typically, he's the guy that they go to in that situation. Tompkins has the speed and able to get separated. Great job for the O-line for the Brigade, protecting their quarterback, letting him see downfield. Tompkins almost able to pinpoint his over the top of the shoulder, outside shoulder to inside. Just couldn't come down with it.
That ball was 32 yards in the air. Would have been the play of the night if Tompkins could have come down with it. Instead, pressure's now on Baltimore. Boyd needs to find something here, but he'll have to wait. A flag is thrown again. Give him the Academy Award. A couple months late. Outlaw against the motion man. Pump fake. Throws. Corner of the end zone. Incomplete. He wanted Washa. Give Washa credit for laying out, but that ball was nowhere near him.
So here's a little school about that play design right there. He brought Outlaw on the backside of the formation.
Has elected to kick a rare field goal here on a night where their extra points have been a problem. And this is the very same kicker who has struggled, Kenneth Spencer. Spot is just outside of the 12. He drills it. Big moment for Spencer from 20 yards out. And the Soul, with that field goal, extend their lead. They needed that.
They needed that real bad. Now you've created an automatic 2-point conversion situation for Baltimore whenever they get the ball back. And matter of fact, now that it's being 30-21, it's a 2-possession game now, no matter what. Baltimore's going to have to figure that out.
9-point margin after the field goal. Let's go to Megan McKeek on the Philadelphia bench.
Wes, I'm here with James Romaine. Coach, before the game, the integral part of your 3-man unit defensively has now been put together with Hollis coming back.
James to run me through those 6 Bs
those
again.
are my favorite.
But he's literally got to run out onto the field to play right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. That's what I learned from a young age, man. You got to be prepared.
I have never heard that.
For real? I'm going to put that on a T-shirt for us. We'll trademark that.
Let's go. He sounds like a preacher. I'll go to church. Had him wrapped up. Played his college ball at Temple.
Sean Daniels, big man, doing some work along that edge, able to find his way to the quarterback. It's not all.
They now lead 30-21 on the road. The Brigade with a great chance to create some momentum here. They'll get the ball next. We got a little scrum breaking out at midfield. NFL Friday, Royal Farms Arena. Remember that Baltimore knocked Philadelphia out of the playoffs a year ago. These two teams have engaged in close games many times last couple of seasons. We just saw something we haven't seen before. After the third quarter, both of the teams came out to midfield to stand around and have a big conversation. I wonder what they were talking about.
Oh, you know what this was really about? At the end of the third quarter, Philly wanted to do their huddle right in the middle of the field. Well, what's in the middle of the field? Baltimore's logo. So the Brigade came out and said, if you want to have your huddle, you're not going to do it on my home field in the middle of the field. Harkens back to when Terrell Owens did the same thing when he played for the Niners, doing it against the Cowboys, and George T came and knocked him off the middle of the star.
Well, what are the Soul thinking that that's okay to do? I've never seen a team do that before.
They're thinking they're up 9. Hey.
Baltimore, maybe a little motivation to get going here as Boyd throws. Broken tackle
Here we
by
go.
Williams. You don't rattle the cage. He is off to the races. A touchdown for the Brigade. And just like that, we got a ball game. 49 yards. 30-27, your new score.
What did I tell you, Grant? That's about pride. You don't do that on somebody else's field. Like you said, do not rattle the cage. Something's going to come up out of there that you're not ready for. Brigade in one play, go the length of the field, and put quick points on the board.
There is a challenge now. Williams walking the tightrope along the wall all the way into the end zone. This is going to be tough to overturn. We'll get a better look at it here in a second. So if he is shoved into the wall, impeding progress forward, if contact is made to get him into the barrier, he's down at that spot. If, however, he touches the wall on his own merit or continues forward and grazes it, perfectly okay. So you'll see that the officiating crew is making its way over to high-definition television I could use in my basement.
I'm trying to tell you, brother.
Riley Johnson is our referee. So here's the catch.
Oh, they're saying the right knee at the 5. That's what they're questioning.
Did his knee go down?
Oh, man, I think they might have to bring this one back to the 5. Contact is made. That right knee is down.
But it's, you know what? It's hard to tell. So you've got the white of the marker there. Let's see another angle if we've got it in the truck. The white marker and the white knee pad made it difficult there. You might be onto something, though. Wouldn't that be a momentum swing here if he's down? So this will be a great angle for us.
Tries right about there.
He is down.
Yeah, he's down.
Absolutely. You are 100% right. They're going to win this challenge.
Great call by Coach Dolzell for throwing the flag on that play.
After review, the receiver's right knee hit the ground at the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 10 at the 5. Philadelphia will not be charged a timeout.
Dolezal with a smile on his face there. So look at this for a swing. Instead of a 30-27 game extra point coming, it's now 3rd and 10 on a very minimal gain.
Yeah.
2 downs to get out of your own territory here, or else the Soul will get the ball back up 9.
Well, the kicker to it is this. Even though the play was brought back, it still is a confidence builder because it lets you know that all you got to do is get one man to miss, and you can still take it to the house. Baltimore's got 2 downs. All you got to do is get to the 15 for a first and keep going.
That was Dolezal's 2nd challenge of the night. They didn't get the first on the opening kickoff. They did win this one, and this one's more important. So with that, we'll cross under a minute into this 4th quarter. Brigade trailing 30-21 with the football. 3rd and 10 from their own 5. Tompkins gets a full head of steam, and he's on the run. He's the intended target. He is deep downfield. A lot of contact at the 10. Incomplete. In coverage, played beautifully. Torres Jones, and it looked like their feet got tangled.
Incidental contact's going to happen in the game. Good no call by the referee. But here's how that play was able to even happen. Press coverage from all defenders on the outside for Philly. And then he just turns into a track meet. And all Shane Boyd had to do was try to work it inside. That was just great defense by Jones getting his hand up to knock the ball away.
You cannot cover that any better. Torres Jones has had a marvelous night. He also recovered an onside kick for the Soul tonight. Helped them keep possession after a touchdown to maintain momentum in the first half. He'll feel good about himself when he puts his head on his pillow tonight. 4th and 10. This is huge. Boyd, long time to throw, incomplete off target for Collins. Collins came free late. The throw was out of rhythm, right on the B in the emblem at midfield where we just had drama. And just like that, Philadelphia holds. The erased touchdown looms large, and the Soul up 9 have a chance to lengthen their lead next.
I need a simple wireless plan and a new phone.
Get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the brilliant iPhone XR included for just $35 a month.
The iPhone XR has an amazing camera. Get in here.
12:53 to play. Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore. AFL Friday, Week 2. Couple of 1-0 clubs. Shane Boyd scuffling of late. He's 13 of 25 passing. 3 of the last 6 Brigade possessions have ended on downs, including each of the last 2.
You know what's crazy about what he's struggling through right now? That pass that got called back, it's kind of like letting the air out. You know, you thought you had a touchdown, you let your hair down, you're like, oh, good, we got one. It's hard to get cranked back up on the very following play, trying to make that momentum go. But now it's on Baltimore's defense. You got to make another stand.
They did last time they were on the field. Philadelphia took over at the Baltimore 3, settled for a field goal. Now they've got the ball at the Brigade 5. Burns the fullback territory here. He will block. Throw to the right side is caught for a touchdown by Washa. The hat trick tonight. That is 3 in his first game, making an impact after dealing with injury last week. Let's wait because the officials are conferring. They're talking something over. It seems like touchdown is going to stand. Officials now are okay with whatever took place. Rodaball stayed on the field, though. So at 36-21, looks like a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
They're trying to make sure they can do anything they can to keep Baltimore, and now what will be a 3rd possession game. Do not let this team come back and score, because we just saw, even though it got called back, Baltimore can score really quick.
The ever-dangerous Washa. Line of scrimmage, top of the formation. Outlaw, who's 6'6", headed that way. They're going to swing one out to Prince. He'll be dropped pretty quickly. That's Victorian on the stop inside the 5. But it is a 15-point game now at 36-21. The Soul have scored 16 unanswered points. They trailed 21-20. They're now up 36-21. You want to play some DraftKings with us? Now's the time to do it. DraftKings and the AFL have partnered to launch a new daily fantasy sports game for the 2019 season. Players can submit contest entries, get even closer to the fast-paced action on the turf that you're enjoying tonight. This season, AFL Network broadcast crews like myself, Wes, Megan, we're playing. We're in leagues, and you can join us to see if you've got GM chops. We encourage you guys, our viewers, to set your rosters each week and play along. DraftKings.com. Download the DraftKings app. You should always play Joe Hills, but this will be one of those weeks where Hills has not made the impact you would have thought. He caught the early touchdown. In the first half of the game, though, that was his only catch for 7 yards, and he has still been held off the sheet in this second half. So it's still 1 for 7 for one of the best receivers in this sport.
I know, I haven't even seen him back on the field, and I'm curious as to what Coach Smith's reasoning is for not bringing him back in the game, but it's also given opportunity for guys like Williams, Tompkins, Collins, those guys, always big play receivers to step up and fill in the gap.
Low line drive kick, still not going to get a chance in the back of the end zone for Tompkins. What a job tonight on kickoffs by Kenneth Spencer to keep the ball out of the electrifying hands of Brandon Tompkins.
And you got to give Kenneth Spencer some love for getting a tackle too tonight. Kicker doing his job all over the place.
Story of the game, execution on offense. Philly 8 possessions. They've scored 6 times. Baltimore has had the football 6 times. They've scored just 3. We're looking at a 36-21 count with 11 to play. In Charm City, Brigade hoping to get out to a 2-0 home start on the season. They're also looking to win a 4th straight over the Soul at home. The 12th ever meeting between these two teams. Baltimore has won 6 of the previous 11. Short catch made by Milton Williams, and now they're going to say incomplete. James Romaine's phenomenal. What a play.
He's an athlete, absolute athlete out there. And the route that Williams ran, he was really trying to just run a little 5-yard hitch, turn around, and sit down. Saw that he had Romaine. He ended up having to move back inside. And Romaine still able to get his hand right in front of the ball. It's just remarkable what he can do.
Boyd is hit as he throws. Pass is dropped by Tompkins. Baltimore's got to get something going after Shane Boyd's 7th incompletion in his last 8 attempts.
You see what's happening with the secondary of Philadelphia. All they're doing is saying, all right, we pressed you on a couple of plays. We're going to back up, give you 5 yards, and break on the ball as soon as you throw it.
Well, I put the stuff under the bottom here, and so it's almost cooked.
In this league is on the field right now in that blue.
What are you taking something else out of the day?
No, I thought you did.
Why are you watching the pod fight? Did you put something in there?
No, no.
So why are you watching it for? What's wrong with the people?
That quick first step.
You should have put the stuff under the bottom there. Look at
What are you talking
then. Then
Yeah.
I put the stuff under the bottom of the oven. Look if it's cooked.
This kid has got quick twitch muscles.
4th and 5. Boyd way downfield for Williams again. And the
I told him my arm is hurting.
Strike up the band.
You're gonna match up the oven now.
Soaking up the spotlight at the 5-yard line. Wash is going to look to make more music with Dan Rodabaugh.
Wash has just stepped up and pretty much become the man of the night. You would have thought it would have been Joe Hills on the side of Baltimore, but no, it's actually on Philly. Wash being a constant magnet for the ball, high-pointing it, catching it with his hands, and if you can tell from the replay, a fan of the back right corner of the end zone.
He had a lower body injury last week, as you know, Wes, so he wasn't able to go after testing it out pregame. Had to test again tonight before the game to make sure he was okay, and they needed him because Darius Reynolds is now out with an injury. And 5 for 92 later with the 3 scores. And lower body injury has responded well. Rodabaugh's short safe throw is caught.
Spot. Gets his hands out there. You can see them flopping in mad frustration. D linemen, they don't get a chance too often to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, he wants